You are now entering the Who's House podcast. Strap in for the ride.
Shout out to the new Dini/Dro collab. It's the best new wheat strain out there.
Yo, this is another beautiful Saturday. Last week we had Future talking crazy shit, and now we are entering Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know if my boy J.O.V. is in here. Where's J.O.V. at? Huh? Is he in here?
That's the throwback right there. A lot of people know about J.O.V., man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we had to bring him back. J.O.V.
Alter ego.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, Joey, is it safe to say you were influenced by Jay-Z with that name, or where'd that name come from?
So that name, that was the first three letters of my name right there. But yeah, I think there's definitely was a J influence in that. That was my first stage name right there for those of y'all who don't know, J.O.V. But yeah, it was really the first three letters of my name, and that's how I came up with that. But then, you know, after a while, how Joey Bada came about, I just felt like, I don't know, I needed something edgy, something spicy or something, you know what I mean? And, you know, I used to skate back in the day a lot, and me and my man, we was like, they call it bombing the hill. You know what I'm saying? Like when you just going down the hill mad fast.
Dangerous.
It's dangerous. It is dangerous. It was in Park Slope, you know, the road slopes.
Yeah.
Not the white slopes. That might have went over your head. But anyway,
Potholes,
you know what I'm saying?
all kinds of crazy shit.
We was bombing them joints, and then, like, you know, when we got to the bottom and we just cruising, my mans looked at me like, yo, don't you feel so badass right now? And I looked at the nigga, I'm like, yeah, nigga, actually I do. And I realized I wanted to feel like that for the rest of my life. And then, you know, people in school will call me Joe V, because my name is Javon. People will call me Joe V for short, but people who ain't really know me like that or see me in passing will say Joey, because they thought everybody was saying Joey, so then I just made it Joey Bada.
Fire, forever name.
And then, you know, there's so many legendary locations in Brooklyn. I know you got Bed-Stuy, you got Marcy, Coney Island. I don't know why I thought Coney Island was in Queens. I'm a dick. But yeah, Coney Island. But
they always trying to take it.
Is there an underrated spot, like, especially where you're from? Like, where are you from in Brooklyn? You want to put
from
that
Flatbush and Bed-Stuy. So
okay.
I grew up in Bed-Stuy. Like, my great grandmother lived out there, and I spent all my summers out there for the most part till I was about like 15, 14. You know, so that Bed-Stuy, like, I really embrace as like my neighborhood. But I lived in Flatbush. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I lived in Flatbush, went to school in Crown Heights. So my experience was like really kind of like all over BK, you know what I'm saying? Then I spent a lot of time in Canarsie too. So yeah, those was like my zones that I frequented. But, you know, when people ask me, I say Flatbush and Bed-Stuy.
Yeah, I was born in Brooklyn too. I was born in Flatbush and Erasmus.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
Okay.
I lived next to this guy called Special Ed.
Oh, yeah. We know Special Ed. He went to Tilden.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I went to PS 181, but I got beat up.
I lived across the street from where they
PS 181. Nah, hell no. That's
I lived
crazy.
at 3400 Snyder.
What?
Oh, yeah, that's right there. 181 is right across the street.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, I ain't go to 181 though. I went to 135 on Linden Boulevard.
Rough over there. I mean, all of them was rough back then.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I mean, being a kid in Brooklyn, man, if you can survive Brooklyn, I think you can survive anywhere.
Nah, that's a fact. Yo, listen, man, I remember when my grandma's found my brick in my backpack. Like, I had a brick. You know what I'm saying? Shit would make my shit heavy, but I needed to have something. You know, she found the brick, took it out, then I started going with a box cutter.
Oh, wow. Okay, you upgraded.
I'm like, you know what? I'm glad she found that brick, because this box cutter light. Word up.
How old were you when you would become a poet? Like, you were, because back then there was so much going on.
My whole life. So
really? Yeah,
so, you know, my rap, hip hop, really everything, reggae, country music, Prince, you know, from Prince to Biggie to fucking
Jesus
country shit to fucking reggae, soca, that was all played in my household. So when I got to the first grade, I was introduced to poetry as like a subject in school.
Wow, holy shit.
And
you remember the teacher's name?
Miss Bear.
Shout out to
Miss
Miss-
Bear was kindergarten.
Okay.
Miss Boba was first grade.
Shout out to Miss Boba.
Miss Boba, yeah. And I was introduced to poetry, and immediately I made the connection, like, oh, this is what Biggie and Jay-Z be doing. Wow. So from there, I would write poems like in the forms of raps. And then like I went into all the poetry slams as like I was getting older and shit, like 5th grade, like, and I would like win them shits. Right. You know what I mean? But all of my poems was like raps almost. But I got away with it being poetry, you know what I mean? So yeah.
So it's inbred in you, man, because you like I talk about you with every artist that I do interviews with. Like I always bring you up as one of the guys that never switched up and took the cheat code to do like, you know, the South shit. You know, that's what people, that's a cheat code. Everybody can rap on those beats and have a hit.
Right.
But you stuck to your shit where, you know, you got mansions and all kinds of shit from sticking to your own cult fan base where they fuck with you only. And a lot of people don't want to take that risk. They don't want to go 20 years of dealing with the assimilations. And I know you must go crazy. You like, this song is hot. I gotta rap like this, and this is the hottest record out. Like some nigga talking about dancing and gyrating and bullshitting, and then you see like 20 million views on this dumb song, and you over here spitting bars like, but you stuck by it until a point where this is like I guess this is like the golden period now, where everybody's back to bars.
Facts.
You see Griselda.
Facts.
I mean, you got a lot of cosigns.
Clips.
Eminem be cosigning everybody now. Like it's like fucking. It's crazy right now where I love what's going on right now. And I feel like the young kids can't keep up with, like, I guess, quality, legacy. I mean, they don't even think about 10, 20 years from now. Like, what are you going to do?
They don't.
They don't.
It's true.
It's crazy.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? But guys like you, I respect the fact that, you know, I used to always be like, yo, this thing is so lit. He could rap on, like, easy, cheesy, and just have a hit. But you said, you know what? I want to be around for like 20 years, man.
Now you gotta just look at what he just told us, his upbringing. He's around so much music, so much culture, and like all these different areas of Brooklyn. He like cultivated the sound and the community to love who he is right now. It makes sense
after what you just told me. Yeah. Now I understand why you stuck to it, and it's you just can't. You can't do it. You just can't. You can't. You would like disrespect yourself. Disrespect your legacy. Whoever fucking fucks with you is gonna look at you crazy. It's like when they brought I'm not gonna diss Drake, but he brought Drake out and everybody booed. Remember with Tyler the Creator? Like when you have that cult fan base and they love you for what? They're not trying to get like the pop shit or anybody that's like, they just fuck with you.
Right.
Yeah. And you could tour for the rest of your life now, like a rock star.
Yeah.
You be seeing like Metallica and all these guys, man, they never switched up and they stuck to their own shit.
Nah, that's a fact.
And you that's like your process, I guess, you know, and it makes sense after what you just told me. You know, but you gotta be like, you gotta be brought up like that, man.
And even putting his man CJ Fly on, different things like that, like that's some real boss shit. You know what I'm saying? People don't really understand what it is to be a boss, and he definitely does.
Shout out to my man Fly, man.
Fly. And you handpick other lyrical dudes too, like especially for your new album, man. Lonely at the Top.
Shout out to Long Streets, Cod Cash.
Yeah. You can't just you got Rhapsody on there.
Ferg.
Come on, man. Ferg is my nigga right there.
West Side Gun.
You handpick these guys, man.
Yeah, you know, that's a fact, man. You know, I mean, like my approach to collaboration is really so natural. You know what I'm saying? Like I believe in relationships and like, you know, working within my network, if you will. So it's like everybody who's on the project, you know, I have real relationships with. You know what I'm saying?
It's not like you want to feature and you think this guy would be hot on here.
Yeah, nah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Well, you know, and I'm not opposed to working like that, but you know what I'm saying? It's just not usually how I get down. Like usually I get down with the people who I like could connect with in real life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's that taking hard road against the easy road. And when you take the harder road, it's more longevity.
Wrong, though, man. Sometimes that hard road, I be looking at that easy road like, man.
Yeah, but I'm here to tell you that's why you have the staying power you have, because you took the road less traveled.
Sure. Nah, absolute. Thank you for that. I definitely received that, man.
You never had like an itch to like just kill the other shit, and you like because it's easy for you. You never had that itch before.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I think there's been remnants of that, over the years. But I mean, like a record like "Devastated," which is one of my bigger records. I think that was a deviation from what is my more accustomed sound or whatever. But that shit had some great success, and while that was great at the time, in hindsight, I'm like, yeah, that's not one of my favorite records. You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, I think what you guys saying is like a real thing, because when it comes to records that like and don't get me wrong, I love to experiment. Like it's one of my favorite things to hear is when I play a record for somebody, they like, yo, that's you. I'm like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because to me, that makes me feel like I challenge myself, and I also challenge what your frame of mind over me was. So yeah, I'm definitely always looking for ways to expand, but keep it authentic.
I was in randomly. I was in a car with Tom Hardy in London, and then he's like bumping your shit. I was like,
oh word! Shout out to Tom Hardy.
That's some wild ass shit. But he was like, with the British accent, he's just like, yeah, mate. I fuck with bars, mate. Like I don't know what he was saying, but the thing is, he fucked with like all that classic, like MF Doom and all those like real spitters back in the days, and then it was just like. It's just out of left field, I thought maybe he'd have like DMX or some shit on.
Right.
But he had your shit in the car.
That's what's up.
It was like a major actor, man. Like,
that's a fact. Yeah, shout out to Tom
at
Hardy,
this point,
man.
Joey's a major actor.
That's where I'm going into now.
Now you got me thinking I might have to, we might have to do something together.
Maybe
on the silver screen, yeah.
Put them together. That's like my good friend.
Connect us, man.
Ooh, Joey.
I'm only
everything's
gonna
off
be playing
relationships
for the rest of the year. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe you kill a nigga or you get killed. I don't know. It's only in the movie.
Who knows, man? Maybe we kill niggas together, me and Tom. You know what I'm saying? Tom and Joey. You know what I'm saying? You see what
I see what you did. That didn't go over my
cat
head.
and mouse shit.
I got that one.
Tom and Joey.
Come on.
What? Oh my.
Why not?
Be on to something, man.
Did you have to like meet 50 Cent to get in all his Raising Cane power shit?
Now I ain't had to meet 50 Cent.
I thought he was like very.
I met him after.
So you went through. I thought he handpicked everybody.
Nah.
Wow.
Not even like so. I auditioned for that joint.
Wow, really?
Yeah. So I'll tell y'all the story. So
That's like my favorite show. Real shit.
So I was late to Power. Wow. Right, I didn't get on Power till like season 5, the original.
Right.
And then I rewatched, and then when season 6 came out, I was caught up by then. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of season 6, when they had announced all the spinoff shows coming, I was like, you know what? I would love to be on one of those joints. I just said that to myself, like it was just a thought. And then that December of 2019. Like, I had like wrote in my little goal joint, my New Year's goals, and I was like, land the role. That's all I put was the role, land the role. You know what I'm saying? And then the next month, the audition came through for Raising Canaan, and I was like, oh shit, bet, like, I'm gonna do this shit. I went up.
That's crazy. Yo.
I went up. It was like, it was probably somewhere around here in Midtown, the building or whatever. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't even had this shit memorized. Like, I memorized it like in my way up to the elevator, going up, because I don't know, I was dealing with a lot. I don't know what,
That's
but
crazy.
that's kind of my process too. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not like the actor who memorized the shit the night before.
Super
like, I memorize
preparation.
it when I'm in there, because to me, I'm more instinctual. I react to the environment and shit like that.
Oh, wow.
So I like to use my first instinct.
It's almost like a method acting.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I like to just put myself in it and just use my first instinct and kind of live it. So anyway, I went up there, did the audition. I still had dreads at the time. And then when my audition was done, Sasha looked at me like, yo, would you be willing to cut your dreads? And when he asked me that, I'm like, oh yeah, I got this.
I got this.
I got this shit.
Fire.
And I was like,
Fire.
yeah. I was like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? And when that offer came, nigga, I was like, nigga, get past me the barber, cuz. Nigga, I'll cut this shit myself.
Nah, you do you
know what I'm
really
saying?
go crazy on that show,
Nah,
boy.
thank you. Thank you.
That's like my favorite shit.
Thank you. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So
And you did your rounds. You went through Wu-Tang a little bit. I mean, I guess everybody loves that Two Distant Strangers movie. Everybody's loving that.
That one was a tough one for me, you know, like
It kind of like defined like your acting skills, like you
for
really,
sure.
yeah,
you know,
really went
it
hard
got
on
the
that one.
Oscar and all of that.
Fire.
You know? So that was definitely great. But I would say just on some human shit, like that was a tough role for me to take on because I almost turned it down just because like where I was at in my life at the time, like yo, shit is peaceful. Like I'm on some good energy shit, and I'm like, this is gonna require me to go to a place where like I ain't really had to go to in a minute, you know what I'm saying? Because I've had my experiences with like police brutality and shit like that, or you know what I'm saying, just profiling and all of that stuff. So
We all did.
I remember, you know, we were shooting it, and it was just one of those scenes where like the officer slammed me on the ground, and I remember like some people driving by, and they like, "Yo, is this real?"
Yo,
Right.
He was like, "Yo, you good, brother?" And I'm like, underneath the mother, I'm good. I'm like, yo.
And then that shit was like a Groundhog's Day type of movie. Where
Yeah,
it's
so
going
we
over
had to
he
do
had
that shit so many times. Like I had
times.
to like, and you know, it's like I'm big on like energy and shit like that, and you know, movies and all that. So I'm like this imagery of like me dying, like
Over and over, yeah.
like
Right.
it was exhausting spiritually.
art
you know what I'm saying?
imitating life
It was
type of shit,
spiritually
right.
exhausting. Yeah,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, and yeah, but it was great. You know, like I really in the end I decided to do it because I thought the message was purposeful, and you know, so.
you believe in that though, right? Like energy. Like if you keep thinking of shit, it just becomes a reality.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, manifestation.
Especially where you
and
at
all
in
that
life.
shit.
I mean, you probably went through
The
that.
thing is it's not even. I don't have no choice but to believe it because I didn't experience it like for so long. You know what I'm saying? The things that I'm thinking about and bringing it into fruition, like it's a way of life at this point. Like it's my experience. You know what I mean? I can't even say like sit here and be like, yeah, like I believe in that like it's a taboo thing. Like nah, bro, like that shit is real. I done willed a lot of things into my reality, you know what I'm saying? Just by me with the role, like land the role. I didn't even know what it was, but the one.
Right.
And that was exactly what I landed, like a month later. You know what I mean? So, yeah, definitely.
Man, your range is crazy, man. You really have some real ass fucking range out here, man. Some people can't do all this shit.
Well,
They
even
do
with
it.
the Raising Kanan is a range because he went from Unique being a one type of character to being a whole different type of character.
And that was always my intention because, you see, I always knew that I could act, right? But I thought that it was important for me because I'm like, coming from a rapping space, I already knew that they was gonna want to try to make me a rapper or make me a drug dealer. So it was important for me to do roles before
Oh wow.
that type of shit. Like I did, my first joint was Mr. Robot. It's back on Netflix right now. You know, that was my first role.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which was an incredible show. And then after that, I did a few things, but then the Two Distant Strangers thing came, and the Kanan came right on time because I'm like, at that point, I feel good about taking on this role because I won't be pigeonholed because people already seen what I was capable of before that. They already saw that I got range. Like, Two Distant Strangers, I was a whole nerd. Graphic design. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then Mr. Robot, I was just like some type of different aloof type of nigga who would kill you or some shit like that. You know what I mean? So, and then my next role, which I can't talk about yet, but will come out pretty soon, is I'm playing a legacy act. And it's not a hip hop artist and nothing like that.
Wow.
It is
Probably be like Jimi Hendrix.
it is a legend, you know what I mean?
Okay.
And yeah, so I'm really excited about this one for sure,
Can you
because
call the Illuminati real quick? So we can get
I got you. I'm Voice of
some
Reason is on it.
information. Yeah, call them niggas right now.
you got the niggas on speed dial.
Hell yeah. Like, yeah, you can.
Hello, Illuminati.
No, it's good that you put this out. Now, whoever's getting into acting could like figure out their craft instead of like taking those quick, like I'm a drug dealer role, because you will get typecast.
Yeah,
Especially if
that's a
that
fact.
shit becomes popular,
That's a
then
fact.
you're fucked.
That's a fact.
Well,
Like,
I just
you're
saw
outta here.
the homie, I forget his name, but he was in Friday. I just seen he done played a Spanish dude named Hector 25 times. You don't want to have that, even though getting the bread, but
Nah,
you want to
that's
be able to be
true.
diverse.
That's
You know
true.
what I'm saying?
Well, at least you got Ice Cube in War of the Worlds. Did you see that shit? That shit is wild.
I seen it. It wasn't that bad. I liked it.
It was bad. You know what I
Me
mean?
and wifey watched that shit the whole
you
way
know what?
through.
Yo,
Really? I was 20 minutes in.
I ain't gonna lie. I don't think I finished it.
Nah, I watched that shit the whole way
How it
through.
ended.
You know why I
But
watched
like,
it the
as
whole
soon
way
as I
through?
put it on, I'm like, okay, I
Yeah,
know what I'm
we see the
getting.
screens and shit, yeah.
I know what this is. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't super mind that because I love the first War of the Worlds.
Right.
So
Right.
because of that, and I
Right.
love Ice Cube.
Right.
So because of that, but I'm like, yo, that was the easiest role your motherfucker could take. Because it's just this.
Yo,
all day.
that's what I was about to say. I think me and wifey watched the whole thing because we wanted to see, is he gonna leave the room? He didn't leave. It's like, is he ever gonna leave the room?
He didn't
Like,
even
is he
leave
ever
the
gonna be
same
on the
door.
street?
The only thing he did was
anything?
leave that seat.
Yo, but I fucked with it. I ain't gonna lie, I fucked with it. Q, I fucked with it.
Yeah, I didn't think it was as bad as motherfuckers was making it.
I thought that was probably
I feel
like a
I
strategy.
saw a lot of worse, fucking terrible movies.
100%.
Motherfuckers trying to make it seem
100%.
like it was the worst movie of all time. Like it wasn't that bad. Like the motherfucking graphics and shit, wasn't high level and
Facts,
shit.
facts.
But yeah, they trying
But also
to
on
they try to fry
another
Cuba.
note-
I don't like that.
But on another note about that movie, which you gotta pay attention to, they definitely gave you a lot of insight on how the government be moving.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That was
That's
what
a
I was watching.
fact. I was watching that
That's
too.
what I was watching.
And that's what kept me glued, if
Right.
anything. Because I'm
That's
like,
what kept me
oh,
glued.
this how these niggas like. These niggas is
Because if they tell
they
you something,
here.
right?
they
Right.
hacking this shit if they want to.
And then you know what they say?
Did y'all say Illuminati?
But you know what they say? If they showing you something now, they either can do it way better and been doing that.
Exactly, and that's what I always say right there. I'm like, listen, whatever they exposing us to is what they've been doing.
Right.
But yo, you remember that movie Enemy of State? Though,
Of course.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
They was
that was
doing
awesome.
that shit since then.
Yeah.
They was showing all that shit since then. So I'm like, yeah, nah. These niggas got technology that they can't even let us know they got.
Not at all.
Do you believe in that stuff? Like there's other situations besides us where like living in a bubble. Do you believe in all that stuff? Like you found your way, you believe to be who you are, and you are that person. But do you feel like we're like, I don't know. I feel like someone's watching us and they just like we're like, I don't know, experiments and shit. Like
I believe in everything, and I believe in nothing.
Right.
At the same
That's a
time.
great answer.
Like I'm just open minded with it. You know what I'm saying? Like I know that there's more than meets the eye.
Right.
I believe that. Absolutely. What it is, whose way is right, I don't know. But I'm open to it. You know, I keep my ear open, I'm listening. You know what I'm saying?
so. All right, scenario: Joey Badass is in his pool, got your shorts, getting a tan,
yeah.
you drinking lemonade or whatever.
Sound about right?
Alien land, like a real alien.
Yeah.
What is Joey Badass gonna do?
I'm gonna get my gun. Are you crazy?
That's a Brooklyn night, right?
Yeah,
That's
get
really
my
for
gun.
Brooklyn. Ain't no talking, huh?
The big one.
Not even trying to see if he's friendly or not.
Yeah,
I'm
nah, I
going
ain't
to-
playing.
Oh, man, I give up,
I'm gonna
man.
watch from the window, but I'm gonna be like Malcolm X. You know what I'm saying?
Back to your album, man. I see you kidnapped a couple, homies. You got Hitman on there. You got Boy Wonder.
Hit boy,
Yeah,
I mean Hitmaker.
Yeah, Hitmaker.
Yeah. We both got it wrong.
No, we both
You
fucked
said
up.
Hitman, I'm like, nah, Hit Boy.
You gotta be nervous with the gun and everything. I was like, Boy Wonder, and of course Static Selector, or should I say
Shout out to
Static
Stat.
Beats?
My man, Static.
You've been dealing with these guys for years, man. Do you think they defined a lot of your sound, or?
Well, this is the first time I worked with Hit.
Okay.
And what I would say about that's one of my favorite records on the project, Ready to Love with Ty Dolla
That's
Sign.
what. Yeah, that was like very out there.
Yeah.
And I fuck with Ty Dolla.
Yeah, nah, that's
He's
a
hard.
fact. That's
He's
a fact.
great.
But to me, it's like I feel like that's a commercial record, but
Mm-hmm.
in the way that I like commercial records, and
Okay.
in the way that I grew up with commercial records. You
We
know
were
what I'm
playing that
saying?
like crazy. When we were playing that shit before you got here.
Yeah. That joint is a real feel good joint. But everybody else, my man Chuck, Kirk, Static, I've been making music with these people for years, and it's
Kirk
like,
is
man,
fire.
like my personality, like I'm a real lifetime type of person.
Yes.
He's like, you know, once I fuck with you, it's like, yo, we locked in for life. You know what I'm saying? It's like how long I've been coming up here doing this shit with you.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying?
20
Like I was
years.
just saying that to somebody. Y'all remember there was a point in my life I used to
20.
be up here like every 2 days, serious and shit. Like
Like the hallway. I was like, yo, you need a coffee, nigga?
yeah, cause I'm like, yo, where who at? He like, make a right. I'm like, oh, say less. I know exactly where he at. You know what I mean? Like just
It's
for memory
crazy like
type
that,
shit.
yo.
Yeah, so you know that's pretty much how I am, even with music. Like, listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know what I'm saying? Like we locked in. Like yeah, we forever locked in.